I called you tonight. I've been thinking this for too long. Send a message, you don't reply. I'll keep looking for you, even if it's wrong. I'm sitting all alone in my room. You're stuck so high in my head. I don't care if there's no chance. I need to find you. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know.
Malakay getting the first pick. Oh, get three, Pyro, get three with the
Wade Kid putting on a clinic. Whole team's down. Oh!
Experience tranquility.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another amazing match here at Overwatch Tranquility. Tonight, we got night 2 of our All-Stars heading in to the Harmony tier to see what the best of the best have got coming into this matchup. I'm gonna quickly introduce our teams tonight. You got myself, Captain Jack, on the play-by-play once again, along with Booth filling in on analyst a little bit. We're going to be having some special guests coming in and going to be relying more so on them to do some analyzing and asking some questions and whatnot, as well as doing production tonight. So let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty for our Harmony tier. We have got Sips T from Royals, NPC from Get Off My Land, and Mr. Yeti from Fried Potatoes coming in on the Aurum tanks. For supports, we have Whitmitten from Modify, Sergio Spade from Jetpack Cats, and Sweaty Asian from Void. For the DPS, we have Lazuli from Fighting Potatoes, Sensa from Jetpack Cats, and some other guy, Bard
Oh,
from
you didn't have to
Modify.
say it. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the joke, but I felt that would be kind of mean. You know, give it, even though it got a lot of spotlight this season, give him a little bit more. You know, make him feel good.
Feed these
And
up.
and Caden will from Maelstrom is our flex player from Aurum for the evening. For the side of Indigo, we have Instante from Modify, Narcissist from Void, and PogChamp from Pantheon coming in on the tanks. For supports, we have Cry from Flashbacks, Rainbow from Ultraviolet, and Lexi from Pantheon. And then for our DPS, we have Yoon from Pantheon and Seraph from Flashbacks. Toxic Blade rounding out the roster as the flex from Nocturnal. Unfortunately, Icarus from Courage was supposed to be here tonight, but it seems like they had something come up last minute. So Icarus, thank you so much for letting us know. We are sorry you can't be here with us, but we know that you will be here with us in the spirit tonight. So go ahead and start popping off in the chat. Let us know, who do you think is going to take it tonight? Transcendence tier was a blowout, folks. It was a close match, but every single time it looked like Aurum just was able to turn it into their favor every single time. Ended up taking it away with a clean sweep, 5-0, no maps dropped the entire night. I don't think we're gonna see that here tonight, Booth. What do you think?
I don't think so either. First off, we have more than 6 players for most of these teams, so they're going to be able to mix things up a little bit. 4 tanks
That's
for
true.
each side,
That's
so that's
true.
going to be fun to see. These DPS and supports have got to be able to pull their weight here. I'm excited though. Again, my favorites are still going to be these first 2 maps. I like seeing the players, play the roles they're more comfortable on, but it's always fun to let loose a little bit at the end. But these first 2 are always the maps I'm most excited for in the All-Star games. And with the teams, pretty much look like they're ready to go here. We're going to jump into Nepal, but Captain Jack, we have a guest joining us tonight for our
yes.
map 1. Each map's going to have a different one, but our first one, I believe, is going to be Sensa. So whenever you feel like you're ready to bring him in, just drag him in here. I was told to give them no warning. We're just supposed to drag them in.
That's my job, I guess, for the evening. I gotta drag them in here. All right, let's see. Let's find a Sensa here. There
Sensa
we go.
Yep, there you go.
There we go. I got him.
Team... Oh, 1, 3, 2,
Oh,
almost.
I don't have the power to drag. Oh, there we
Really?
go. There we go. Now I have it. I got it.
Okay, there we go.
It is. It is more so just trying to get them in this lobby because they're with so many people. They're just a little too far away. So I'm gonna move them into.
Let's get a Kickstarter going to get Captain Jack a 4K screen. Yeah, let's get Captain Jack a 4K screen.
There we go.
Hello?
How we doing, Senza? Sorry, had to move you a couple blocks down to get you in here. It looks like you're our first interviewee of the evening. How you doing tonight?
A bit tired, ready to win,
I feel that. Very hard. Already we see your team moving into position. It looks like we have the Rhine Hog versus the Rhine Diva. Oh, and Narcissus already getting the first pick there at the beginning of the match. Yoon setting up with the Torb turret there on the side, looking to see if they can get those picks. Seraph securing Bard there in the end, but it looks like control is going to Aurum for now, but quickly gonna get swapped over to the side of Indigo as they start their percentage climb. Senza, what do you feel your team could have done a little bit better to hold that objective?
Honestly, they could have just won, to kill everyone before they kill them.
Nice, very, very true.
Just win.
We can confirm that's correct.
That is the correct form of success, is just winning. That's how you win right there, folks.
Oh my god, Yoon already has ult!
Molten Core already coming out from Yoon, getting the power boost from Whitmitten right there so that they can continue to try to hold strong. Lazuli on the side, looking to see if they can get that pick, trying to see if they can take down Narcissus, but gonna be unsuccessful. The support from Seraph gonna go ahead and take Laz out of the fight. Hook comes in, but can't get Bard out of that sky, but the ultimates are heavy online for the side of Indigo. Bard trying to push into the objective, ends up taking Yoon out of the fight, and comes in with the teabag, but gets the pulse bomb, and there goes Seraph coming in with the bags as well. But the percentage continuing to climb for the side of Indigo. Fat Shatter comes in, gets nothing but shield. Caden comes in with the tackle, trying to see if they can get him. Oh, but the whole hog ends up sending Caden all the way off the objective. Still gets Narcissus, and Stante falling as well. And it looks like we will see them take the objective. Yoon just barely able to hold it a couple more percentages, but it looks like Aurum will take it back. Now, Sensa, I gotta ask, how do you feel Bard's teabag execution onto Yoon was right there?
Well, I don't know. It was a bit spicy, Bard's teabag, they're worth a lot of stuff, so.
Very well. All right, Lazuli coming out with the Deadeye, ends up getting Narcissus as the res comes in onto Bard. Yoon has the Molten Core ready to go again, and there it goes, out and about all over that objective. as we see Instante trying to tackle Caden out of there. Yoon does end up getting that pick, but the rest of it is going to come in for the side of Aurum. 52% and climbing right now as they continue to hold this objective. Now, Sensa, I know that you are indeed the master of the Sensa blades. Will we be seeing a teabag variant of the Sensa blade tonight? No spoilers, but you know, just for Captain Jack, you know.
My answer to that is yes, hard yes.
Hard yes. Yeah, that's what we like to see here. All right, we see the res coming in from Seraph, trying to hold strong against Sweaty Asian, who's trying to take them out on this high ground. Rainbow going to be able to provide the support to keep them in this fight as we hear the shatter go down for Instante. Lazuli takes him out. Deadeye comes out. Not soon enough, though. Yoon right behind sandwiching.
Oh my goodness.
Using the Molten Core and the hammer. The little hammer wins as Seraph ends up taking Caden out of the fight. 96% as Indigo retakes control of the objective. Overtime ticking away as we see the battle valve going out here in the sky. Rainbow versus Whit Mitten, but unfortunately Yoon's turret is also part of this battle, and it seems like neither Mercy is actually going to end up being successful right there. Diva Bomb coming out from Sipsty, sits on the statue. Talk about placement right there. Caden able to grab Seraph with the Fire Strike as Narcissus takes down Lazuli in turn. Yoon, though, able to follow up on Caden with that hammer once again. Bard now coming in on the Reaper, trying to see if they can hold on to this objective, or rather grab the objective in their favor. 92 to 99 right now. Instante now coming in on the ball. Spin to win on this objective, trying to keep it going. Yoon taking down Whit Mitten with the hammer, and with 100 to 92 and the Molten Core locking down that entrance, we will see Indigo walk away with victory on Shrine.
Oh my goodness! I mean, that was a lot more chaotic than we saw in our maps last night from the Transcendence tier on these first two. I mean, those ones seem to have, like, you know, somewhat of strategy still being ran. I mean, we saw Ryan Zarya's actually going. We saw the Torbs. They opened up on Village, of course, and had the hammer duel, so I'm a little disappointed we didn't see that. Yeah, I like Rainbow calling the 1v1 there and we didn't have it coming back from Rainbow. Or Rainbow didn't get it from Whitman, but I think it was more of the fact that Yoon's turret was helping Rainbow out. So I don't really think it was Whitman being a coward as much as Rainbow having like the object. But you know, we see like semi real. We see real comps coming out of both teams here. The May from Bard's pretty big for them, but not choosing to go to point with it. And the Zarya from Sips T versus Narcissus on the Hog, that's going to be the difference maker here.
That is true, and with the May, it's going to be a lot harder. Bard already getting the first pick onto Instante, using that May. Make sure hashtag Bard May OTP in the chat there, folks. We all know it's true. Caden charging in, looking to see if they can grab some value. Ends up taking down Seraph as they go ahead and charge their way into that objective. Maywall from Bard cutting off Narcissus' escape, and will end up being successful as Sips T provides those bubbles of support. Instante and Caden going at it as control goes to the side of Aurum to start things off, and Caden's just going to go into their backline, essentially swinging. Laz able to barely get Seraph by the skin of their teeth, and Whitman going to go ahead and come back and bring them back to full health. 20% in climbing for the side of Aurum. Now, Sensa, I'm sure that was really rough to watch your team lose that last one, but they seem to be doing really well here. What do you think the strategy is they're using to be successful here?
Honestly, I think they're killing the opposite team faster than they're getting killed. So.
Very, very astute analysis right there. I can definitely concur with that. 44% in climbing right now is Caden! Oh, that's a oof. That is an oof right there when you just barely grab the corner. Oh, but Instante ends up taking Caden out of the fight. Heinen comes out. Seraph just barely able to get the Deadeye off as Whitman and a Rainbow end up popping. The Battle Valks coming out, ends up grabbing Oh! But Whitmitten gets shattered. Rainbow comes in with the bag as the Coalescence comes out from Sweaty Asian, but Control still in for the side of Aurum as the whole hog gets used by Narcissus. Yoon's turret takes Sweaty Asian out of the fight as Bard follows up onto Instante, and it looks like Control of the objective at the 82% mark. We'll go over to the side of Indigo. Now, I know that we've kind of talked about this a little bit during our Harmony beat drop interview, which I encourage everyone to go check out, youtube.com/OWTranquility after we finish up tonight. But Senza, how do you feel season 5 has been like overall in the Harmony tier?
Honestly, it's been really fun. Everyone's like friendly and stuff, and it's just been really fun. I advise everyone to, you know, make sure you subscribe to the Twitch Overwatch Tranquility channel, you know.
Nice. Very good.
There you go. Shameless plugs. We didn't tell him to do it.
Your check's in the mail. Your check's in the mail.
Whoa, wait, Senza's getting paid, but I don't? This is gypped. This is gypped at this point. All right, we see the anti-nade coming in huge for Lexi right there. Ends up grabbing two. Fetch! Coming in from Kaden as the Blizzard comes down from Bard. Graviton, Team Bag coming in for Aurum as Narcissus being the only one left on the objective. That Pinky's gonna get frozen out. Rainbow coming out with the Battle Valk, trying to see if they can hold on to that objective and are doing as best as they can, but Kaden takes him out with the hammer. 85% and climbing now for the side of Aurum as they look to tie this up.
Well, they gotta be careful though. Look at the double tank ult still available here for Indigo. Oh, and the nano to Yoon too.
Oh, the wall. Oh. Okay, so Bard didn't get the memo. That was supposed to be the other way around. You're supposed to do that to your own rhyme. Yoon, though, getting the double kill right there. Narcissus able to follow up with the whole hog, but it's a 3v3 right now on the objective after that Deadeye. Narcissus holding strong right now as the pig trying to get him, but ooh, Sips T interrupting the hook by bubbling themselves and putting themselves between them and Lazuli. Objective secured 100 to 68% as Aurum ties it up 1-1.
Whew, Laz popping off there at the end. My goodness, on the McCree. But now, this is the point I'm excited for. I don't want to see Reinhardt's out of these teams. I want to see some wrecking. Instante knows already. That's good. I want to see some boops. I am excited to see Sips T over on the Sigma. I mean, of course, known for the Diva play, but I think they're one of the strongest Sigmas in the tier as well. And we're going to see some Winston Overwatch coming out of Kaden as well. That's an odd tank combo, but you know, out on all points for this to work here in Nepal, this is definitely the one.
I can definitely concur with you there. The ball is going to be huge here. Instante, during the season, did an incredible job setting up a lot of good boops. Narcissus wants to say, yo gamers on the stream, what's up? Welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play, and subscribe. Well, let's go ahead and see if Instante can indeed get a hit there. Oh, unfortunate. It was just like, wah wah, I couldn't get it off. Sleep Dart comes in though onto Narcissus as Kaden tries to move in, looking to see if they can get that pick on the pig. He ends up falling to half health after using the breather. The hook comes in though. Whitman able to get the pick onto Lexi as Sips T ends up following up on Instante. The boob comes out, sending Narcissus over the side as Seraph the Sheriff grabbing the double kill there on the Ashe. Yoon is still on that Torbjorn, just securing this objective. The two of them just locking it all down. Yoon out with the hammer, looking to take Sips T down, but gonna be unsuccessful. It looks like they will get to push back onto the objective. No team has taken this objective yet. As the hook comes in, Sips T ends up taking themselves out, falling into the depths as Laz able to take down Rainbow and Lexi falling to Bard. It looks like Kaden will go ahead and secure this objective for the side of Aurum, starting that percentage climb. Now, Senza, we have been seeing some interesting plays here, but I haven't seen nearly as much bagging. Can you politely instruct your team how that there needs to be more bagging here?
Yes, I'll do it right now in that chat.
Thank you so much. That is going to be great there. Narcissist and Laz creating kills right there. I'm just gonna. There we go. Everyone, start teabagging now. The question is, will everyone listen? I'm waiting to see if the Sensa influence is in. And I don't see any bagging. I saw no bagging on screen, so I'm sorry, Senza. It looks like you are not the alpha of Aurum. I apologize. I was really hoping that was the the please. I love it. That's how you really get people moving. Instante though coming out with a minefield, trying to see if they can move their way into this objective. Does get the pick onto Bard, though. And the Gravitic Flux coming in huge from Zipsteed. Grabs 3, but Rainbow able to counter it with the beat. Caden, though, on that monkey. Going to be able to yeet Narcissist off the side. And Yoon going to end up falling as Zipsteed dips the toe into Yoon's dead body. Unfortunate right there. Laz gets sent into the side room while popping Deadeye. Gonna have to cancel it, but does take Rainbow out of the fight. 65% and climbing for the side of Aurum.
That was a bug, high noon there from Laz onto Yoon. That was good. I appreciate that one.
All right. Well, Senza, we're getting ready to be at the end of our interview time for now. So, are there any shout outs or anything that you want to say before we call the end of this match?
Aurum best year.
Maybe not. Oh, there's the bag from Laz. Oh. That didn't work out well for Laz after that. Go ahead, Senza.
Aurum's gonna win. Easy
Okay.
clap.
I mean, they're really close. I was calling it before it was even done. Apparently. Oh,
Let it rip! Let it rip!
Beyblade, let it rip! Let's fight an epic battle! Oh man, triple kill coming in, but Bob's on the objective right now, holding strong. Bob and the turret almost ended up taking Bard out of that fight, but at the 50% mark, we see Control going back over overtime, taking it away. Fat Shatter in from Narcissist, just comes around the corner, shutting it down. Lazuli gets the Deadeye onto Rainbow as Bard, following up onto Narcissist. And the high ground is being controlled for now. Caden pushing them off with the Primal. And Aurum is going to take away the victory here on Nepal. So, as we were saying earlier, Senza, any last words before we send you back to your team?
Yoon, I'm coming for you.
Ooh. Snap. All right, thank you so much, Senza, for joining us. Be sure to be popping off in that chat, letting us know who y'all want to see win it tonight. And here we go. We're going to eat Senza back up here. Slowly but surely through all the tea.
There's a lot. You need to start knocking. Yeah, there you go. Collapsing. You gotta start collapsing roles in the Discord. I have learned that.
That's the thing is I do have roles collapse. It's just there's too many Overwatch channels between the live chat and the Overwatch one. Too many people. Too many channels there. Oh well. We will keep doing it regardless. So I'm gonna take a quick look at the chat because I had to maximize this so that I could actually see the Twitch chat. Let's see what's going on here. NPC isn't in yet. Harmony tier is the most wholesome tier, coming from Solitary Bird. The real Whittle. Saying I was his Doom back in Season 3 during Doom Reaper. And it looks like they're talking about Bard, so I'm guessing that whoever Whittle is, they were on a team together. So how about that? Welcome back, Whittle. Nice to see you here. So we're going to be swapping things up. We are heading to Blizzard World for our next map. Now, remember, the way that things are going is the exact same as last night. We've got the 2 maps that are 2-2-2 roll locked, and then we go into Goat's Row, and then we go into No Limits, and then we finish up with our Control 3 for which one map has all DPS, one map has all supports, and one map has all tanks. So we are just getting things set up right now, swapping some folks out. Looks like NPC and Mr. Yeti and Senza coming into the fight, as well as Sergio Spade and Sweaty Asian for the side of Aurum. PogChamp, Toxic Blade, Cry coming in for the side of Indigo as well. So be popping off in that chat and letting us know who you think is going to walk away with this right now. It looks like Aurum is holding strong, but really that was a close match.
Oh yeah, entirely close match. I mean, we got all 3 points out, and then on the third one, I think map 2 was the back on Village seemed to be like the closest thing we're gonna get to like a real game out of most of the teams. I think Eichenwald, a little less memey. You kind of need to be able to stop Cart here a little bit, but I think teams would probably be playing a little bit more normal. I don't know if I can know entirely.
we shall see, but I mean, when you've got NPC and Yeti together, I feel like we're gonna be seeing
that's gonna be a tank comp. I'm excited.
Boomer meme central at this point. So we will go ahead and start heading into Eichenwald again. It looks like the teams have agreed to the spoopy version, so we're gonna see that Halloween Eichenwald one more time. But remember, though, those map changes make a huge difference. We saw that last night when I forget which team it was trying to get boops off of one of the sides, but there's a fence up in this version of the map, and so you can't get boops in that area like you normally would on the regular Eichenwald map. And so I thought that was really interesting. Like, you can pick these and it's great, because you get the aesthetic, but you also have to think about, okay, how is this different from how the map looks normally? Because it can indeed make a difference. All right. Looking in the chat, it seems like, wait, what? So I'm getting news from Caden in the chat because apparently we can't be contacted through Discord. Sergio Spade's mom is playing for them on this map.
Yes. That is
what?
Correct.
What is going on? This is going to be amazing. I am ready to see hashtag Sergio's mom mercy coming in here, looking to see if they can provide some incredible help to the oh no. It looks like Sergio's mom having a difficult time getting out of spawn there. We'll tune back in there shortly. But it looks like Sweaty Asian holding up strong. Senza able to get the pick onto Seraph. The rest does come in. For Toxic Blade, though, as Yoon on the Bastion able to take down Sweaty Asian, and NPC follows up onto PogChamp. NPC, though, falling incredibly low, and it looks like Toxic going to go ahead and take them out of that fight. 3 minutes, 15 seconds remaining on the clock as we see Indigo pushing into the objective.
It is. And I brought in our special guest for the map. We have Lazuli going to be here.
Haha, what's up, stream?
Welcome.
Haha.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. We got so much going on here tonight.
No worries.
Small, short hands on deck, essentially. So
we're good here.
So, Laz, how'd you feel about that first map?
Oh, I felt great. We dropped that one, but that was just to give content. We really picked it up. We got 2 and 3. I had to put on a. I had to get. I mean, it was obvious. I went Widow on Nepal.
Oh yeah.
I had to put my big boy pants on and flood the Creed.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Senza comes out with the Senza blade. All right. And Yoon using the tank mode to to make sure that Senza really gets taken out of that. 4 minutes, 40 seconds remaining on the clock right now as Bard on this Hanzo already has the Dragon Strike ready. NPC, though,
Wow.
with a huge tackle right there onto PogChamp. Just going to go ahead and shut this payload down right where it is. Bad Shatter coming in from NPC, trying to get Toxic Blade, but ends up being unsuccessful. There comes the bag. PogChamp comes right back in, though, with the bags themselves. Mr. Yeti sends the Diva Bomb over as Toxic Blade grabs that triple kill and ends up shutting it all down with 4 minutes now on the clock. Where is I was about ready to ask where Sergio's spade was, or Sergio's mom was at that moment, but it looks like they got taken out there. So let's make sure we get some camera on that. NPC, though, trying to bring in the MTD, but we're going to get the MTD like the Mercy difference right there, coming in with the res. Bard, though, gets the double kill as Senza pulling out the blade, ends up grabbing one. Unfortunate. That's not a proper Senza blade.
No.
Come on, Senza. What are you doing here? What are you doing? All right, so Sergio's mom still trying to figure out where they're going. There we go.
They're up to 50% to Valk now, so it's getting better.
Doing great. Come on, you can get there. I believe in you.
That's so
Get on
wholesome.
out there. We believe. It's so amazing. I absolutely love it. Oh, that actually reminds me. My mom was wondering when the next time I was casting was, and I didn't know if it'd be tonight. So I'll probably let them know here pretty shortly. But moving into this second area, Les, what do you think Indigo's doing right now that's keeping this payload moving so effectively?
Yoon.
The Yoon Bastion's doing pretty
Just
well.
being Bastion, yeah. It's just a bunch of
bro.
damage, and Aurum really don't have the healing to keep up with it.
Oh, crap.
But I will
you-
say, NPC is getting quite the number of kills on PogChamp here.
That is true. There's definitely a Rhyme diff going on right now. Mr.
Yeah.
Yeti ends up getting demacked right there as NPC falling incredibly low. Oh, what's going on here?
Oh
What's
no.
the Asian doing?
Oh, nothing anymore.
I thought Sweaty Asian was gonna do something, but apparently that gentleman's agreement was not going to be allowed to happen right there. Apparently Senza's throwing right now, so I mean, being effective. I guess this is the All-Stars, so if you're not throwing, you ain't doing it right, I guess. PogChamp, though, able to get that tackle on NPC after we see the Gravitic Flux come down. And Yoon with the tank mode, gonna go ahead and shut this down right here with 3 minutes on the clock. Sergio Spade's mom able to find that dash to come out with the Valk just in time, but unfortunately it was just a couple of seconds off right there. You were so close. You were so close. So Les, like we had asked Senza before, what did you think about Harmon H here during season 5? What'd you like? What'd you didn't like? What's some of your favorite memories of this season? Kind of let us know what's going on in your head tonight as we're kind of recapping season 5.
All right. Well, it's my first season in Trank, and it's a pretty good one, despite my record. But I had a lot of fun, just regardless of what happened. It was very well organized. Went up against some very good teams. I answered this on actually, I don't know. Is that a spoiler? If I give my answer.
It's gonna be on after this, so it's not really that much of a spoiler.
Okay. So like I said on the beat drop, I think my favorite memory of season 5 probably the All-Star, or not the All-Star, the event week. I think that was just like one of the coolest things of the season, and I look forward to it next season as well.
Believe
Very
me,
fun.
we all do. I cannot wait to see. Oh, what's going on here?
Area.
Oh, hey, PogChamp, looking to grab NPC, it only ends up grabbing a whole lot of Senza right there NPC, though, does end up taking down Seraph at the beginning of that. Senza ends up finding themselves into a trap as Toxic Blade and Yeti end up trading those picks right there. Anti-Nade comes in huge as NPC trying to push their way into this objective will end up taking down PogChamp as we see the tackle come in. Toxic Blade out of that fight, but does take Sweaty Asian with them in the end. The only one remaining right now on the objective is Cry, but also going to get taken down by Senza. It looks like Sergio's mom swapping over to Lucio this time around. Probably going to help out a lot, be able to provide that AoE heals once they get to the objective. Yun, though, on that Sombra, able to get that pick on NPC, but Bard will go ahead and hold control of the objective, get that unlocked, and PogChamp gonna get slept right there. Blade comes out, but immediately gets hacked by Yun right there, and that's it. That's it for that Blade. So, Laz, how do you feel about the strats that we're seeing coming out from the Indigo side right here? They did a really good job pushing the card in, but you know, this defense is maybe a little bit lackluster.
Strategy's a nice word to describe it.
We
they're actually holding up pretty well. They're holding it pretty well now, but I mean, first point was kind of a mess, if I'm being honest.
Oh, it was definitely a mess, but maybe that was the way it was intended. Yeti getting the Nano right there, able to take down Seraph, but immediately gets hacked by Yun. Gonna continue to hold control of this cart, but a fat shatter coming down from PogChamp, the window, and the EMP, all getting invested into this fight, and it will get cleared. The bags come in huge for the side of Indigo on NPC's body, and that is going to be the cleanup. 4 minutes remaining on the clock as we see Mr. Yeti retreating back to the safety of the team.
Hey, we have the Sensible Blade up, though, and Bard is EMP here. You know, a lot of ultimates to deal with this. But here's the thing, do you wait for the... Oh! Yep.
Oh, do you wait for what?
I was gonna say, do you wait for the Nano
from the sky?
Oh my goodness.
Because that's exactly what we just saw. Oh, but Mr. Yeti wins in the end, ends up grabbing Seraph. The sheriff's down. The sheriff's down. All right, Laz. I don't know. Your team's having kind of a difficult time getting in here. Oh man! That shatter is bad. What do you attribute to the success of that NPC shatter right there?
NPC's just better.
I mean, being better helps.
He's just, dude. He's gotten so many charge kills this map. It's insane. I don't know how he does it. See, when I press charge, they get bounced off my armor, and then I die. When he charges, he like always gets a kill.
I feel that.
Crazy.
I feel that so hard right now. Like that is literally my experience on Ryan as well. We just can never seem to get him right. NPC though, holding on with 24 health. Oh, ends up getting taken down by Toxic Blade there in the end. And it looks like the payload gonna get locked down at this 2 minute 25 minute mark. About 93 meters in, just shy of the payload. I don't know, Booth. What do you think? You think this spawn advantage gonna help them out, oh wait, we might want to take a look at the payload. There's a sneaky Bard pushing in right there. Oh, sneaky Bard. Sneaky Bard almost pushed the cart all the way over that bridge. But gonna be unsuccessful, and there comes all the bags from Indigo, really letting Bard know how they felt about that. Wait. Did they get hacked out or stunned? I'm not for certain what just happened there. I heard the beginning of the blade, and then it just kind of stopped, and then we just saw the blade still going. So the Nano does go in afterwards, but it looks like they're going to continue to hold strong right there. Senza just popping off, and objective 2 will end up being captured. 2 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock as NPC and Sweaty Asian end up getting taken down by Toxic Blade. But now that they have the spawn advantage for this objective, they're going to be able to get that in relatively easily. One can hope. The tackle comes in from PogChamp. Lots of ultimates on the line right now. Mr. Yeti using the whole log, trying to hold strong right there. Yoon able to get that final pick on NPC as Rainbow follows up onto Mr. Yeti. And it looks like Senza now swapping over to the Junkrat. Les, how do you feel about that swap?
That's a junk isn't very common. I've never seen it, but maybe it'll give birth to a new Senza noun. How about the Senza tire? Maybe. That doesn't have the same ring to it, but it's interesting.
That is true. Maybe Sensa's the next PDK. Who could tell? Who could really tell, folks? But it looks like
could we handle that as a community? Could we handle Sensa and PDK being morphed together into one meme like that? That'd be too much, honestly. I don't think we're prepared.
I don't think it could ever be too much, and it looks like Sensa has given up on the meme and has swap back over to Genji. NPC though out on the monkey now, able to grab Yoon, but ends up getting taken down by Cry in the end. Oh my gosh, Seraph just seeming to be shutting down Senza every which way from Sunday right now. Bard does have the Blossom online, looking to see if they can get those picks in the back line right there. But got to be able to push through the doors first. NPC ends up getting taken down to Sleep Bard. Coming in from Sweaty Asian, and here comes the Nano Blade. And it's gonna be huge! Here it comes! First kill! Huge in the way of getting tackled by PogChamp into a tower.
But you know,
man.
Bard's gonna come back here with bomb. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get a full regroup by then, but it's still a pretty big ultimate here for them. There's no real. I mean, Rainbow does have the Transcendence though, so if they can pick the Zen off, maybe they have a chance here. But I don't know, not looking too good.
All right, let's see if they can go ahead and shut it down. Senza building up to that next blade one more time. Ends up getting hooked out by Toxic Blade. The Blossom comes out, but the Transcendence from Rainbow saving the day. Overtime ticking away, and Yeti has the bomb online. Yeti's just got to get that bomb onto the objective when everyone is busy. Here comes the bomb, looking to see if they can grab it. Toxic Blade will end up falling in that fight, but so does NPC. Shatter coming in as Senza swapping on over to the Doomfist. Ends up grabbing Yoon with that uppercut and continues to hold strong. Seraph the Sheriff having the Deadeye online. Gets Yeti out of mech and looking to use that Deadeye to try to hold on to this objective. Yeti kind of poking out, but that payload moving furiously forward. Oh my gosh! Double stun coming in, almost gets Yeti as well. NPC just pushing everybody and anyone off of that objective, trying to see if they can hold strong. Yeti gets demeched again as Sarah follows up on the NPC. Overtime ticks away quickly, and Indigo takes away the victory here on Eichenwald.
Hey, that's Indigo's first win in past 2 nights. Hey.
Yes.
First map win.
Congratulations, Indigo, tying up the series 1-1 right now. Les, thanks so much for joining us. Is there anything that you'd like to shout out? Any words of encouragement or thank yous or anything like that before we pop you back in with your team?
I'd like to shout out Sergio's mom for putting up a wonderful performance.
Good job, Sergio's mom. So proud of you.
Yeah, that's about it for me.
All right, we're going to go ahead and send you back. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. I'm going to have to inch Laz back. There we go. Maximize again. And who do we have next there, Booth, to get back in here? Where did...
So yeah, map 3, we're gonna be doing King's Row Goats. We're gonna be doing Ryan, Zarya, Diva, Brig,
Goats
Lucio
Row.
Zen, and we're gonna have the MVP of Sips Tea joining us on some Goats, which I am incredibly excited for.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and bring them in here once we get closer to getting started. But folks, be popping off in that chat. If this is your first time joining us, which is surprising because we've seen actually a lot of people recently joining and watching these matches. So first off, welcome. Glad to have you here. Unfortunately, you missed the whole season. So, just a really unfortunate on your timing finding us. But we hope that you enjoy what you're seeing tonight. These All-Star games are the best of the best, voted on by the players for Season 5. So be sure to hit that heart, punch that bell so you get notified every time that we're online. You can also hit that sub button, $4.99, or Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime subscription will give you access to some pretty neat emotes, as well as support our amazing community, because everything that comes in, it goes right back out to you. We do giveaways. We've already finished the podcast for the season, but usually when we have the podcast going on, we give away free t-shirts during event week. We gave away things like gift cards and whatnot. Everything that comes in goes to trying to make the community that much better, and we try to pour it right back out to you all. So thank you for participating with us. And honestly, if you want to catch up on Season 5, head on over to our youtube.com/OWTranquility, where you can catch every match, Season 5, and even before that, if you really would like to see kind of the history of Overwatch Tranquility kind of unfolding before your eyes. We'll actually be sending y'all over there at the end of this for the Harmony Tier All-Stars beat drop. Where we interviewed a majority of the players playing tonight and got to kind of see what makes them tick. So be sure to check that out. Looking in the chat right now to see what's going on. It looks like, oh man, it looks like somebody let Lady Jack in the chat. So I'm just gonna ignore those. Oh no, hashtag more Sergio's mom. All right, so
That's okay.
I guess I gotta give some love for that. I can be okay with that, babe. All right. El Toasty saying, please nano Sergio's mom. that would have been incredibly cool to see for sure. Although it freaks us out, so I think it might have really freaked out Sergio's mom. It's like, why am I glowing?
What am I glowing for?
What did I do? Did I level up? But thank you so much for participating with us, Sergio's mom. It's all in good fun. We hope that you had a good time playing that match, and we hope to see you around. Sergio is one of several incredible members that makes our community so great. So thank you for being a part of that action. So now we're going to go ahead and go into our map 3 before we head into a halftime break. Goats Row.
Goats.
Goats. We don't get to see this much anymore, and now I go ahead and take a breather. I'm going to go ahead and drag our Sips tea in here.
Yes, I'm so excited to see these teams come out here now. Now, what's going to be interesting is that over on the side of Indigo, how the subs worked here, they actually had all 3 support players available. So Lexi, Cry, and Rainbow are all going to be there for their team. Seraph on the Reinhardt, the DPS player pulling out the Rein against Sensa on the Rein. Actually, I didn't even notice that. They don't have Caden on it. So this we're not seeing normal Reinhardt players on their heroes here in Goats. This is going to be interesting.
All right, welcome Sips. Glad to have you here. Love that last match. That was going really good for y'all.
Oh yeah, Sergio's mom goes hard.
Absolutely. Well, right now it seems that Orem is going hard right now. Senza, just the MTD right now, grabs the triple kill right there with Lazuli following up onto a Narcissist. Already 30 seconds off that clock as we go ahead and see them push back to spawn for this regroup. Okay, what's going on here? I think they're trying to figure out where they went. There we go. There's the brawl coming out of the statue right there. Looking at that action coming in. The tackle coming in from Seraph, putting Senza in their place. That shatter coming in from Seraph right there. The damage is cleaning up right now. Whitman able to grab Rainbow there in the end. And now the rally's getting popped, but immediately shut down by Cry. Caden ends up getting tackled as the Transcendence comes out. Diva Bomb goes high, ends up grabbing Cry in the end. As we see Lexi and the rest of Indigo getting pushed back to spawn once again. Not a tick to be had, and Senza with that beat looking to see if they can take the Sheriff out of position. Will be successful. Caden does take down Toxic Blade in return, as well as Narcissus is able to take down Senza. Big bags coming out on Seraph though from their team. I don't know what that's all about, but it looks like we're getting ready to see the Zarya diff right here as Lexi popping the rally leads into the objective. Ends up getting that first tick with 2 minutes on the clock. Sure! Coming in huge again from Seraph, just swinging away, grabbing control, and the tackle comes in. Mr. Yeti falls. Triple kill rings loud as the objective is captured by Indigo. 4 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock as they head into the streets of Kings Row. Now, Sips T, that was some very interesting play from the side of Indigo. What would you recommend to your teammates on Aurum to try to shut that down?
I would love to see Sensa stop getting MTD'd. That's a little rough. Please land a shatter. Like this could be huge.
I thought you were going to be a challenge.
Yep, that was supposed to be huge in one way or another, but was not exactly what I was expecting with the Diva pistol taking Ryan out while the bomb was going off, and then got nothing. But we are seeing Indigo just pushing incredibly hard into the spawn third point of Aurum right here. Mr. Yeti requesting the Cry Lucio 1v1 shatter coming in for Seraph once again. Diva Bomb comes in as well as the beat and rally to try to counter it out. Rainbow just relaxing on the objective as the fight continues to go on, and it looks like objective 2 will, objective 2 just barely held by the side of Aurum as they push in and save the day. Sweaty Asian grabbing that double kill at the end. Sips, how do you feel about that clutch hole?
I mean, you love to see it. The lack of giving up. They hit W hard on the other team. That's why they won.
All right. Just press W for it. That's all that matters right there. All right.
I'm not gonna lie, Captain Jack. I don't know if these players remember how to play goats all that much. This is for fun fights to watch.
I really feel like everybody's just kind of swinging wildly at this point. I really feel like that's what's going on right here. Huge Graviton Surge though coming in for Narcissus, but unfortunately wasn't a lot of cleanup with that. Whitman does get the pick onto a Seraph though, as Rainbow ends up getting the DMAX. Not going to be able to solidify the final picks right there. Narcissus does grab Sweaty Asian in the end as Caden and the rest of the team for Aurum pull back to the objective. It looks like they're getting ready for the next fight. Senza and Seraph going at it. Diva Bomb goes deep. Ends up grabbing Lazuli, and Rainbow falling up onto Whitman. The rally now being popped out. Diva Bomb out for Caden. But the huge charge comes in. Narcissus taking Caden out of the fight. Rainbow follows up onto Mr. Yeti, and I think that's going to be objective 2 captured for the side of Indigo. Now, Sips T, obviously, we've had some amazing fun this season. What do you feel made Season 5 so great?
I would have to say like all the new teams that joined. Like there were so many good orgs and good people that we got to play with this season that we didn't have in Season 4. It's a lot of fun.
I can definitely concur with that. Some of those folks we are even seeing tonight, as we talked with Lazuli during the last match, saying that this was their first season here. And just look at all the amazing people here, just having a good old game of Overwatch. Senza tackling into the objective, trying to get there to touch. Transcendence coming out from Sweaty Asian, just barely able to touch. Graviton Surge coming out from Lazuli, looking to see if they can clean up this objective. 0.19 meters remaining as Laz being the MTD, or the off-tank difference right there, rather, takes down Toxic Blade as well as Narcissist, and they are going to go ahead and continue to hold strong on this objective, pushing that Slay right back to where it came from with only a minute remaining on the clock.
Oh, this is really going to be tough territory here now for Indigo. I mean, they used a lot in that fight. They have the Shatter from Seraph back, but they're not going to have the Zarya charge to keep up here again with Laz, who's going to be able to lap into another grab a lot quicker, and the support ults won't be available from him yet. And losing Lexi like that too, that's really going to hurt. Oh, Kaden!
So now I have to ask Sips, is this why you're not playing? You gave Kaden all your strats for how to pull off the Sips bombs.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't like playing D.Va and Ghost. I'm sorry. There's just I don't know.
I agree. Hey, I was the D.Va player in mine too. One of my favorite heroes. Least favorite meta to play D.Va, but my favorite meta.
Oh, Senza comes in with the fat shatter, but so does Seraph. Graviton Surge coming out from Lazuli, trying to see if they can hold this objective. Triple kill, quad kill, gets the DMAC, looking to clean up the mini. D.Va just shy of objective 3, and the bags come in huge. Lazuli going for a dip underneath Santa's workshop, and we will see that locked down at 70.06 meters, literally 0.19 meters away from the objective capture. Holy goodness.
Oh, I shouldn't have spectated this into the bottom. I don't know how to get out of here. I can't get out of here.
No!
All right, we're checking the
underground.
We're gonna look down here. The people rendered this for a reason, okay? Oh no.
Ooh. So the question I guess I would have is, what makes this different than what it normally looks like? Or is it different?
Oh, there we go.
That's going to be the real question here, folks.
I was really scared there for a second, I'm not going to lie, because I didn't know how to fix that, and I wasn't going to make us restart, but I'm like, I can't spectate.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
right.
look at some role swap ups we have over on the side of Aram. Kaden back on the Reinhardt here. Definitely the hero she's most known for. Sweaty Asian going over to the Zarya. Senza going over to the Brigitte, getting put back into the jail. I'm sure they experienced not so long time ago. Seraph gonna stick on the Reinhardt though. Cries over on the Zarya. We're gonna see how they do here compared to, I believe it was Narcissist. I think it was Narcissist that was running it before. So hey, couple of switches, and we'll see how this pays off for everybody.
All right, heading into the action. Kaden leading the charge. Laz ends up getting the first pick onto Narcissist. Senza following up onto Lexi. It's already a 4v6 fight for the side of Indigo. Make that 3v6 as they're looking to defend this objective. And it looks like Oram really putting boots to the ground right here, locking it down. Ends up getting first hit within the first 30 seconds. The rest of Indigo trying to regroup, looking to see if they can push back in here at the very end. And it looks like they will end up being successful. Seraph does take Kaden out of the fight there in the end. as they push in a 5v6 fight. Rally now coming out, as well as the Transcendence from Lazuli. Senza ends up getting eliminated by Lexi. Fat Shatter coming in from Seraph as they continue to clean it all up, and the bags come in huge. With 2 ticks on the board and a minute off the clock, I'd say, though, that Aurum got a very good first fight out of that.
Oh, definitely a good first fight. But Indigo has ults to kind of deal with this here, too. They didn't have to use their grab in that fight, but Sweaty Asian's getting really close to theirs here as well. So whoever gets theirs off first might have the advantage.
All right, well, the Graviton Surge comes in huge for Sweaty, but so does Rainbow's Transcendence. Diva Bomb goes into the back line, and Beat gets fed in from Narcissist. Just everybody throwing out ults. It's the battle of the Qs, but it looks like Cry is going to be making them cry wee all the way back to spawn. Team kill rings loud, and Aurum going to have to start over again. So, Sipsty, what do you think is one of the things this season that made Season 5 different from previous seasons that you've been in Tranquility?
Well, I've only been in Season 4, but I think, it's a weird answer, I think the shifting meta was really interesting because we had patches coming in like every 2 weeks that like completely changed the meta, so team flexibility was super important.
I can definitely concur with that. Not a lot that we had to do with that, but Blizzard's encouragement of this kind of ever-shifting meta to where we're not locked into playing the same roles for 3 months on end until the new patch and season comes out has really been changing how the game is played. Again, not like it super matters down in the CELO. It matters maybe a little bit once we get into competitive, but it's definitely been interesting to see how that goes down. Ryan Shatters getting both shields. Not gonna get a lot of value out of that. Graviton Surge coming out, and now it's down to the rallies. Let's see where those picks gonna come in. Mr. Yeti ends up getting DMAC there by Toxic Blade. That's the closest thing to the first pick we've seen. And a Fat Shatter coming in from Seraph the Sheriff right there, just shutting down that push in from Aurum. As we hit the 3-minute mark, we're gonna be stalled right outside the bookshop.
Oh, that was Seraph's been really surprising me here on this Reinhardt. They've done a fantastic job on both sides here. I mean, clutching through some of these fights, but they're gonna have to be careful here. Caden's coming in with the Shatter. She's done a great job with them here so far, but Cry has the grab here as well, and there's not much to do here. Laz doesn't have the Transcendence to deal with it.
Yeah, Shatter gets nothing but shield, but the Transcendence coming out from Laz, looking to see if they can hold everything together. Tackle comes in, Lexi's out, as Toxic Blade uses the bomb to take down Senza with both bricks out of the fight. Not going to have that second flail to be able to get past those shields, and it looks like as Caden goes down, the rest of the team pops off. Sweaty Asian and Laz just cleaning up the objective right now. Ends up getting the DMAC onto Toxic Blade, and Whip Mitten rolling their way in to take Rainbow out of the fight. That Slay is heading into the factory with about 2 minutes remaining on the clock.
Ooh, 2 minutes, and that's still a whole lot of time here. Indigo really needs to win this next one, though. They'd love to try to get this close to OT as they possibly can, because pretty much just got to push the full way here. And if they can get another fight taken off the clock here before second point, they should be able to at least push OT on third point if Aurum pushes.
That's a huge grab coming in there for the side of Indigo, for the side of Aurum. Trying to see if they can clean this up right now. Seraph, though, able to get Caden. Shatter comes in, but so does the Transcendence from Lazuli. Trying to keep everything going right now. Laz ends up running out of Transcendence at the very end, and will end up falling to the members of Indigo. The bags come in huge over Mini Diva, Mr. Yeti, and they will lock this down with just about a minute on the clock. Now, Sips T, if you were in comms right now, what would you be recommending them to do, or what kind of comms would you be giving to try to get this objective victory?
Oh, I am objectively terrible at Ghost Comms, so I would just be screaming, go, 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 run, 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 run!
Get around, get around, get around, get around, get around! All right, well, they must have heard you. Unfortunately, Caden ended up going down as well during that fight. Mr. Yeti getting staggered out in the end with only 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Mr. Yeti coming up on that Diva Bomb, might be able to pull that off, but ultimates are not in favor of the side of Aurum right now as they try to push in. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Final fight territory. Here we come. Diva Bomb goes deep and the Shatter does too, but I think Seraph ended up getting tackled out of it, so not going to get the value they were looking for out of that. With Whitman out of the fight, going to be hard to hold on. Lexi now taking Senza out of the fight in return. Transcendence being used by Lazuli, trying to keep the team up. Sweaty Asian now has the Graviton Surge online, looking to come in with Seraph. Whacks them out before they're able to use the Graviton to their advantage. Caden ends up falling as well. Transcendence gets countered with Beat Drop, trying to see if they can hold everything together, but it's not going to be enough. Graviton Surge now coming out for Cry, ends up grabbing Lazuli. The only ones left on the objective are Mr. Yeti and Whitman. Oh, now Senza is back in the fight, coming in with that flail, ends up knocking Rainbow right out of their block right there. Swinging everybody back, the boops and the flails holding strong, but Lexi coming back in, able to flail against Senza. Graviton Surge coming out on the side of the Slay, but nobody's swinging into it, so it's going to be really hard for them to continue to do damage. Fat Shatter coming in from Seraph, trying to hold on. Overtime ticks away quickly, and Indigo takes the lead here on Goats Row, making it 2-1 in our All-Stars matchup.
Oh, that was it was a little crazy to start out with, but I'm happy that that turned itself back around again, and we got to see some real goats come out of these guys. That was a lot of fun seeing people, especially off-rolling and still playing incredibly strong. I mean, Seraph with the play of the game, and obviously doing a fantastic job on the Reinhardt in this Kings Row map, and honestly, kind of probably the star on that map there.
I can definitely concur. Sipsty, thank you so much for joining us for this map commentary from y'all. Any last thing that you'd like to shout out or talk about, or the floor is yours.
Be prepared to see the Whitman Glock in the limits.
Mess with the doc, you get the Glock. Thank you so much, Sipsty. We're going to go ahead and send you back to your team now. All right. I got to say, though, I'm a little winded after that. Oh, my gosh. It was more like Goat's Feed, not Goat's Row. It was that was just absolutely insane. So, folks, we're going to send it to a quick 10-minute break. Yeah, use the restroom, grab a snack. I'm going to be chugging probably a gallon of water to try to get my voice ready to go for the second half. We'll see you with more Overwatch Tranquility action here very shortly.
I called you tonight. I've been thinking this for too long. Send a message, you don't reply. I'll keep looking for you, even if it's wrong. I'm sitting all alone in my room. You're stuck so high in my head. I don't care if there's no chance. I need to find you. I need to know. I need to know. If we're still in your heart. if I'm still in your heart.
Good evening, folks, and welcome back to the Harmony Tier All-Stars tonight at Overwatch Tranquility. We have had quite an incredible set of matches so far. Indigo taking an early lead 2-1 right now against the Aurum team as we get ready for our next map, which is No Limits on Rialto. No limits, meaning that essentially you can have as many as any hero you want. So if you want 6 Burring Bastions, you can have that. If you want 6 Glocking Mercies, you can have that too. You can have anything and every composition that you would like. And I would like to give a special shout out to my mom and dad. My mom and dad are watching right now, so be sure to give a welcome to my mom and dad there in the chat, folks. Let's make sure that they know that they are more than welcome to be part of our amazing community, even though I'm, as they told me during the half, they have no idea what's going on, and that's okay. We're just glad to have you here, and hope you enjoy the show. So let's go ahead and head into the action, which also means we need to bring somebody in here, and it looks like it is our video editor extraordinaire, the gal with all of your meme power during those comms checks. It's Kaden. I'm just moving her on down, and there we go. Hey, Kaden, how's it going?
I enjoyed the daisy hopping between the channels.
Sorry, my screen isn't nearly big enough, and there are too many people.
You have to drag it down. Yeah, no.
Move all the way down.
No, I understand. All
right, so first half, how do you feel about that?
Yes.
All right.
Good answer.
It was a thing. We did things, and things happened, and it was a good time.
Had. I had some good chatter blocks. It's a good time. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about this, though?
Okay, what did they end up going out with? We were talking about, like, silly things in there. Okay, yeah, they are doing it.
I wouldn't be worried about what you're coming out with. I would be worried about what Indigo's coming out with.
Oh, I can't see theirs. What are they doing?
See my hammer! They're coming out with 6 Reinhardt!
Oh my gosh,
gosh! Look at all that German engineering! Look at all those fire strikes! Oh my gosh! That payload is moving furiously forward! As we see the Orisa and Sigmas there on the high ground, trying to see if they can hold up. Swittiation in the chat saying, wall? Yes, that was a wall of mass proportions right there. The window coming out right there from Senza, though, to start things off. And it looks like they will take down the wall of Ryan's. Tackle comes in, though. Yoon ends up grabbing Whitmitten in the end, but the rest of the team gonna go ahead and get run down right there. Tackle comes in from Narcissus, trying to see if they can take Bard out. Fat Shatter, though, coming out from Narcissus, but not able to follow up on that damage due to the immortality. And it looks like we're going to get some swaps now. Instante swapping over to the Ana, provide some heals. Probably a little important when you're playing in compositions like this. Fry swapping over to the ball, though, trying to get some disruption on this. And it looks like Whitmitten has now taken over the Symmetra, trying to get some damage into this objective as well. Definitely going to melt a lot of shields with that. Yoon and Narcissus, though, able to get some picks right there as Rainbow tackling in, trying to take down Whitmitten, but will end up falling to the beam, and Yoon will follow up on Sips T in the end. The bongos end up coming out for NPC, providing that power, and it looks like they will continue to hold control of this objective. A lot of picks coming in for the side of Indigo, but nobody was on the objective, so it really didn't get anywhere.
The Whitmitten swap was actually insanely like 10 billion IQ. I mean, they never gonna have to reload once. But all right, now they have Yoon back on the Bastion. It helped them out a lot. Back on, was that the first map? That's a good.
Yes,
that's a good.
I believe that was first map that we saw the Bastion come out there. Whitmitten does take down Rainbow at the beginning of that fight, and we see Yoon trying to fight through all this, but I'm not for certain what they're shooting at, but they ain't killing anybody at all. Which is really surprising when you're playing Bastion. If you're playing Bastion and you ain't killing anybody, something's not going right there. Caden, what do you think about this strategy from your team? Do you think that they've got this set up, or do you think we can get some more memeage going on into this next round?
As one of the very few Orisa fans out there, unironically, they could use some more Orisa.
Yes,
but,
we need some more horse. There needs to be more horse in this fight. The bongos, though, coming out huge along with the... Wait a second.
Oh.
The window changes came through today. Yeah.
Oh. Yes, it's now a garage
you mean
door.
The garage door?
There's a garage door.
Yeah.
That's not a window. I actually didn't see it from that angle yet tonight, and that was
it's shocking.
It wasn't as big as the huge garage door we saw in Experimental, but it's definitely an improvement. I like. Captain Jack approves. All right.
What would have been a better troll is if they went 6 maids and just alternated their walls and never let them leave spawn.
Oh man, that
2-minute delay for a reason. You just can't get people ideas.
But that 2-minute delay that'll give Indigo enough time to be able to push in on that minefield. Though coming out from Cry ends up taking down Sipstein. Narcissist with the shatter takes down Bard as Yoon mowing down Sergio Spade, and it looks like they are finally in position to make their way into this objective. It is now a 4v6 as we see the teleporter is set up to get people back into this objective quickly. The barrier does go up for Sergio Spade, trying to keep everything going. Tank mode out for Yoon, trying to keep them up in this fight. As overtime continues to tick away, the garage door opens up. And the popping is huge right there. NPC pops the bongos, takes down PogChamp, and it looks like Narcissist. Oh, we got 3 Bastions coming into the fight now. 4 meters remaining on this objective as Yoon just trying to find an angle in which they can fight their way in here. But honestly, there's just so much going on. Gravitic Flux, the Sigma 9 from Sips T comes in huge. And that is going to be it. Just shy of Objective 1. We will now see Aurum take the attack.
That was a little disappointing compared to what we saw in Rialto yesterday. You know, what I mean, it went a little bit longer. We had the 6 hogs to open up with, which of course was a joy. But I mean, I gotta respect the grind there from Aurum. They had a pretty legitimate composition, a really good idea. It ended up working well for them. You saw yesterday how I think they ran 2 Baptiste as well on the defense. Aurum did. And you saw how strong those immortalities are, and they didn't really need the damage when you have the superchargers and a BAP window so quick. I mean, that can amplify so much damage anyway. You don't really need a high speed, but oh no! I want them to stay. I want them to stay invisible the whole time and just spam boop. That's all I want.
I think that's their plan.
Good.
Oh my goodness. This will be interesting. I mean, we did see the army of Briggs last night, so. Will we see something similar? Are they pulling the Spanish Inquisition? Close enough.
Oh. This is okay, this is probably the best thing they could have done against 6 Sombras if they just start swinging around everywhere. Oh no, hold on. Oh, poor PogChamp. PogChamp just gonna get completely isn't gonna have any fun.
One Porky Boy in there. to enjoy this fight. So as we wait for them to go ahead and get started, obviously Six Sombra is not gonna be moving the payload anytime soon. So
Oh my
Kate,
god.
we've been kind of asking everybody, how do you feel about season 5? What was kind of some things that you really enjoyed about it, and kind of you were able to, felt that might have been different from previous seasons you participated in?
See you later.
First, I just want to comment that seeing a bajillion Moira orbs float around is terrifying.
You obviously haven't played in arcade mode or Total Mayhem. And,
I honestly
recently.
don't. It aggravates me, so I don't do it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But,
They're double pocketing everyone.
Boy.
Oh no.
As far as season 5 goes, I've only played a full season once other than this one. Before I was only on the Pacified Pythons for like 2 games, and then I kind of left.
Oh man, when the paired mercies
Oh,
end
no,
up
the
falling
mercies.
with each other.
Oh
that's
no.
unfortunate. I'll fly to you. No, I'll fly to you. Oh crap.
Mistakes were made. They didn't e-girl jump hard enough.
Yeah, they tried. They did try.
But yeah, this season though, I really enjoyed because I got to participate in it literally just as a player and not doing GM, captain, everything else like I did with Fork. So it was really nice to literally only have to focus on like my gameplay specifically and not worry about like what comps are we gonna run and what map picks do we want to have going into, and all that like strategy planning that goes into it. I just had to be like, okay, tell me where I'm allowed to shift and where I'm not, and no promises,
If I'm
but
not
I'll
allowed
try.
to shift there, sometimes I may still shift there.
Yeah, it's like it's not a guarantee, but I will keep it in mind.
All of your comments will be taken into account. Oh, we got a Widow battle between Senza and PogChamp going on right now, but it looks like it's gonna get interrupted by Narcissist right here, or Cry, or I'm not even for certain. There's so many of them, I can't tell the difference. Narcissist though, trying to see if they could take the Pharah Mercies out of the sky. I mean, what better way to support the Bard Pharah OTP than to give them 3 Mercies to try to carry the team with? Apparently Wit wasn't enough. Bard does get the double kill right there as Wit pulling out the Glock, trying to see if they can get some picks. It looks like Yoon celebrating a bag there on the objective, but with 50 seconds remaining on the clock, PogChamp is popping off, grabs the double kill, and Stante, though, does end up getting taken down by Whitman there in the end. The res comes in huge for Bard, but with all these Pharah Mercies, who the frick is going to touch this objective? Looks like it's going to be NPC on this Reaper. Now we're seeing Rainbow coming out on that Echo, doling out a lot of damage, ends up taking Sipsy out of the fight. Barrage coming in huge, but gets shut down by PogChamp, and without the Mercies there to res, it doesn't look like the res, it looks like, oh no, Senza's in. Oh crap, all these Mercies, all these Pharahs, I can't pay attention. Senza gets res back into the fight. PogChamp is indeed pogging off. Oh my gosh, Poggers right now. PogChamp just literally holding W and trying to get pick after pick right now to hold this objective. Bard back in the fight right now, able to take down PogChamp, following up onto Rainbow. 3 meters remaining as overtime ticks away, trying to see if they can push into this objective. Narcissist using the Maywall to try to separate off the team from the rest. NPC able to pick off Cry though, as Senza takes down Instante. Whitman on that Lucio, gonna boop away the May, and Aurum gonna tie it up 2-2, taking victory here on Rialto.
All right, that was a lot closer than I thought that was gonna be there at the end. I thought Arm was gonna just steamroll over that first point, but the Indigo comp was set up well, but it just wasn't enough to get through this initial hold. I mean, look at NPC here, getting I want to see ever see an NPC play the game that's not Reinhardt. So that tells you they did something right if you're seeing him on the Orisa.
That's the power of the horse, Booth.
Oh,
That's
my
the
goodness.
power of the horse. All right, Caden, thank you so much for joining us for this map. Is there anything you'd like to shout out? Any names, any thank yous that you'd like to give? Any social medias, whatever you'd like, just go ahead and shout them out now.
I want to say thank you for all my teammates and my coach on Maelstrom for letting me play and making this like one of the most relaxing as far as competitive Overwatch could go seasons that I've had. And shout out to you guys for doing all of the cast and everything. I used to do production, and I know there's a lot behind the scenes, and y'all do an amazing job with it. So, props to y'all.
I mean, we just
And-
live at our desks at this point. So.
pretty much like it you just exist in Overwatch and on like OBS and everything all the time.
Pretty much.
But I mean, y'all do a great job with the production. It's always like top tier, like professional looking. It's amazing. But yeah, follow me on Twitch. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Caden, for joining us. I'm going to go ahead and pop you back into your team now. Oh,
Thank
maybe.
you. I'm
There
in
we
number
go.
1. The first.
I'll get you there. Don't you worry. It's gonna take a couple of moves, but we will get you there in the end. There we go. All right, folks. This is definitely a much different match than we saw last night, Booth. What do you think? We're now heading into Lijiang Tower, where we're going to see our full hero lock or role lock, I suppose. Each map has its own specific role that is associated with it. I don't know. What do you think, Booth? Who do you think is going to come out on top?
This is going to be really tough because this is the first time we've had this matter.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the rosters real quick, and the only thing that could really help benefit. I mean, I'm still going to be biased towards Aurum, even though we didn't draft this tier. You and I drafted the Transcendence tier. I'm going to stick by my guns here. One thing that might help them out a lot here, they got NPC, Caden, and Mr. Yeti all in here. And when they get to that tank point on Night Market, you gotta give them that's 3 good tanks to have there on your team. And
True.
I mean, you've seen Lazuli going around back and forth, but I'm worried looking over there and seeing Seraph the Sheriff in on Indigo's side, who has dominated on a few roles tonight so far. and I'm
Really
sure-
popping off on that go throw. Just
Yeah.
oh my goodness. This is definitely going to be an interesting one. And with that, we have one last player to bring in here. I just realized that all of these people that were picked came from the Aurum side. I don't know if this was like volunteer or just ended up turning out that way, but that's what we're seeing here tonight. So we're gonna bring in the Pharah one trick. You know him, you love him. It's Bard. How's it going tonight, Bard?
Oh, I'm having a great old time.
Yeah, you just got pocketed by 3 mercies that match.
I did, yeah.
I imagine you were feeling really good.
Yeah, that was my cigarette Natal moment for this for this All Stars.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Well, we are now headed into the night market, which is going to be our tanks only round. Bard, I know that Unbiased Bard is probably around here somewhere, but how do you think this is going to turn out for the 2 teams?
Well, here's the thing, right? You got 4 tank players, and then Lazuli, who is also a Masters tank player on Team Aurum, right? And then you got 3 tank players, and then Instante, and then Seraph, who is also a mid-diamond, I think, tank player. So 4 versus 5 here. I think this favors Team Aurum, but at the same time, none of them are playing Rein or Orisa, so they might just get shield diffed.
Yeah, we saw when they were running the Reinhardt and Orisa. No one ran Orisa last night, but whenever they ran Reinhardt, I think Blur did. It didn't really go that well for them. There wasn't too much.
Oh no! Unfortunately, Ryan just doesn't have that same impact. But it looks like Instante is gonna give it a shot. Gonna see if that shield at least provides some protection for the rest of the team. Mr. Yeti, though, ends up getting the first pick onto PogChamp, looking to see if they can grab this objective. Lazuli following up onto Narcissist, though, as Sipsy takes down Instante. It looks like the picks are indeed coming in for the side of Aurum. The only one remaining right now on the objective is Seraph. They will end up getting taken down by Sips T. And it looks like control will go to the side of Aurum as Mr. Yeti giving the ball bounce bag right there on the Indigo players that remain. PogChamp, though, coming back in, ends up taking Caden out of the fight relatively early. Instante moving in with that Rhine shield, protecting everybody with that big old rectangle. And when at the 19% mark, it looks like we will go ahead and see control swap back over to Indigo.
Yeah, I mean, in this game mode, I kind of expect it to just go like you flip each fight because you can't really get healing. So the defending team is gonna go into each fight down the health pools. So they're probably just gonna lose. So basically, you're just looking for staggers the way that they just killed Yeti, and then when you get those staggers, you've got a longer pool before you have to reset. But they're just going to commit to this. And honestly, Narcon Monkey's kind of nasty.
I mean, it's working out so far for him. Seraph able to get that first pick on the Sergio Spade with the minefield and the primal push back. Lazuli for quite a bit right there. The picks continue to come in for Lexi as they end up taking down Mr. Yeti. But with all those ultimates down, it looks like Aurum is going to be coming in with a pocket of ults as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like not having the Zarya means that Grav potentially can just have the most impact in the game. So this is really on Lexi or Toxic to eat that as NPC pushes in. But then again, you can just hit Q faster and win this game, really.
Yeah, that was incredibly impressive right there between PogChamp and Toxic Blade. Just completely shutting down that push. We are at the 80% mark. Still ultimates on the side of Aurum to get their way in here. But right now, looks like they're going to go ahead and pull back to the objective. Caden using the primal to try, kind of as a distraction to try to get them on the objective. Diva Bomb Graviton coming in as Sipsy able to grab Narcissist right there. Mr. Yeti following up onto Toxic Blade. That's maybe exactly what they need at the 99% mark. Overtime will tick away, and it looks like Team Aurum will retake control of this objective.
Yeah, good opening pick from Sips T there, putting the bomb through the window, and then just copped, I think it was Narc, off guard, and PogChamp, though, and getting those picks, that's 3, and that's gonna be the end of the map, I think. How do you come back from that with no healing supply?
Yep, it's definitely gonna be hard. They gotta feed in, and they gotta feed in hard to try to keep this objective in their favor. Already almost in Indigo's favor. Now in Indigo's favor. Overtime ticking away right now as Narcissist trying to keep Mr. Yeti and the rest of Aurum off this objective with the Primal Rage will end up being successful. 100 to 46% as Indigo takes the lead in our final match.
Yeah, and this is where it gets difficult because I think on all DPS and all supports, Indigo has that advantage. They've got more support players, they've got more DPS and flex players. I think it becomes really difficult when you look at a team like Aurum that has 4 tank players, that the flex just becomes a bit more tricky.
All right, well, as we head into the control center, it looks like we will be heading to the supports only round. The Spanish Inquisition coming in and looking to see which support line is going to be the strongest. Now, little known fact, Caden actually is much more of a support player than they are a tank player. So coming in on that Ana might be really huge for them, but not going to start off well for Sips T, though. The Seraph ends up getting that initial pick. PogChamp following up onto Sergio Spade. NPC trying to hold everybody together, but it looks like they're going to have to pull out of there as Lazuli gets that pick onto Seraph. The res does come in to bring them back into the fight, and Indigo are going to go ahead and start holding this objective and starting their percentage climb.
Now, it confused me here, Jack, because you said Caden was a support player, but May's not a support hero. So what's the truth?
That's sad. That's sad.
Caden would wholeheartedly agree.
Oh no, I concur with you there. I concur. May is Bay to Caden and myself as well. I completely agree with that. But it looks like we're getting some ultimates getting ready to come online here. But Toxic Blade shutting down Laz before they're able to get that Transcendence off and hopefully keep them in the fight. The res comes in from Mr. Yeti, but the damage already done. Seraph able to get that double kill right there, and Toxic Blade gonna follow up on Caden as the Transcendence comes out from Toxic Blade. They're pushing him all the way back to the spawn doors right now with 44% and climbing for the side of Indigo, and the window now coming out. Oh! NPC using the ball of death to take down Seraph. The res ends up getting used to bring them back to life as the Transcendence comes in huge. Coalescence coming out from NPC, but Lexi and Toxic Blade gonna go ahead and shut that down. PogChamp getting some picks in there as well. And at the 65% mark, Indigo looking to really lock down the control center.
I think they raid boss.
I mean,
was there a raid boss last fight?
Yeah, we got the Nano Brig.
This is going to hurt.
So we saw just the worst thing that's happened in Overwatch. Since its inception, truly.
Oh my goodness. Well, the window comes out now for the side of Aurum. The Mr. Yeti Battle Valk coming in, and the Nano Brig coming in as well for Aurum. This is last fight territory, trying to see if they can bring it back. 60 able to get that flail in. Caden follows up onto Toxic Blade, and it looks like they will be able to take this objective. The feed continues to come in, but Indigo just not strong enough to hold up against the Aurum damage coming out. Now the percentage continues to climb for Aurum. Bard, I know that you are a caster, and we've kind of been letting you cast right here, but we do want to ask you questions as
go for it.
member of one of these teams. So, how do you feel about how season 5 went? You know, what was some things that you enjoyed, that you felt really made season 5 kind of a cut above previous seasons?
Yeah, I really liked it. I liked the expansion into more teams. I get why we're moving away from it, because it's really really hard to maintain. That's it. It's got to be over, right? Can Laz even touch? I don't think Laz can touch.
It is. That's unfortunate, because Narcissus crashed.
Yeah, I was about to pause, and I looked up and saw the score, and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna.
Oh my goodness. I'm actually a little surprised they still took that. Support diff right there, folks. Goodness gracious. Well, technically Indigo has taken the victory on this map. And will be the champions for tonight's All-Stars match. But we got one more. Let's see if Aurum can take it in the DPS round. Now, note, we have many damage characters available, so any composition could truly be coming out here. Bard, want to pick up where you left off?
Yeah. So I was saying I like that we had more teams this season. I know why we're going back to less teams, and for the most part I agree with it. But I liked meeting more people and making more friends. Modify came a long way this season, and even though we didn't win, we got the back-to-back finals, which was pretty awesome. And then, I mean, we started with the golden stage, so I think no matter what, it was downhill from there as soon as we lost a map. There's a comms check of us losing a map, and then all of us kind of collectively like sigh and release all the tension from our shoulders. That was really nice. But yeah, like I think this was just a good season in general. I think the metas were more versatile than in other seasons. We didn't really get a ton of double shield. May wasn't in play, so a lot more things could be played. I mean, hit scan still dominated, which kind of sucks. But you know, it's definitely one of the better seasons for the meta, and you know, just had some genuinely great people in the season. So all in all, just a great season.
All right. Well, the Widow diff already coming out as Control went to Indigo, starting things off, and already at the 30% mark, using the Symmetra strat right there. Kaden, though, on that Mei, building up that Blizzard very quickly could be incredibly useful if they could get everybody together. PogChamp now back in the fight, looking to find Senza, trying to see if they can get that Widow 1v1 going one more time. But Laz makes it 2-0 in this Widow battle right here. 16 now swapping over to the Bastion and taking out the one person that could be a huge issue to them. And that is Toxic Blade on that Genji. NPC trying to push in against Narcissist right here, falling incredibly low. Ends up getting taken down by Instante on the side. PogChamp just absolutely popping off, and now the sights are up for either side. The Laz Widow battle gets interrupted by Seraph right there as 80% and climbing continues to go. I hate to say it, but I think that Indigo is going to go ahead and take this.
Oh, for sure. I feel like Aurum generally wasn't taking this as seriously as Indigo, even in the maps that we won. We had Sergio Spade's mom come in and play Eichenwald, which was delightful.
That was an amazing time.
We with 30 seconds left on Rialto attack, we had 4 people go, wait, we probably shouldn't throw this. And we came back into that. So I feel like regardless, Aurum was planning to have fun, and you know what? My team won, so.
I mean, honestly, because Thug was throwing, you would have won either way. So, hashtag throwing Thug in the chat, folks, because picking Bard for the opposite team that Bard was picking for. Just nutty, folks. Just nutty.
Yeah.
Well, Bard, thank you so much for joining us. Is there any last words, anything you want to shout out to the chat to let them know about, anything upcoming, any thank yous, anything like that?
Yeah, well, I'll just thank everyone for watching and being a part of the Tranquility family. And I'll see you guys tomorrow because I'm casting the Discord All-Stars. But in the meantime, remember to be good people.
All right. Thank you so much, Bart. I'm going to go ahead and send you back up to your team. We'll catch you later. All right.
Jack, we saw an Indigo win finally.
Yeah, it's a 1-1 now for Indigo and Aurum. That is quite a beauty, needless to say. So it's going to be down to the Discord tier tomorrow night to decide who will end up being the overall victor. And, we got to throw it to MVP. Who is the top tier of the All-Stars tonight? And I'll go ahead and start us off. And I think I got to give it to PogChamp. Absolute mad lad on whatever role they were playing tonight. Incredibly versatile. I'm not for certain if they're moving up to the Discord tier next season, but if they are, they're really showing that they got the skill to pay the bills for sure.
Yeah.
Booth, who would you say is your MVP for the evening?
I'm gonna give it to Seraph. I think Seraph did a great job. Across multiple roles, obviously, but I just keep thinking back to their Reinhardt in the Goats game. So I was excited to see. Also, I thought one of the other big standouts was I think Yoon did a really good job for Indigo on a couple of. But I mean, I kind of expected that. I wasn't gonna see a game where without Yoon playing Bastion a few times and think that was just not normal.
Exactly. I mean, if she ain't popping off, then Yoon's just throwing at that point. I mean, just absolutely throwing. All right. Well, we'll let you go ahead and pop off there in the chat. Let us know who you feel your MVP is for the evening. We want to remind you the last match of the season is tomorrow night, the Discord tier All-Stars match. So join us right back here, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all that great Overwatch action. After this match, we also have over on our YouTube channel the beat drop for the Harmony tier All-Stars. having some fun, joking around. I cannot tell you how crazy it was interviewing 15 people. That was it was quite a delight, let me tell you. It was something else, but they had a really good time, and you really should go check it out over at youtube.com/OW Tranquility. We would greatly appreciate you checking that out. And I don't know, Booth. I'm almost getting a little sad, even though I'm exhausted, because especially lately, you and I have just been going at it with production and casting lately. It's a little bittersweet. It's a little
it
bitter
is.
that we're almost at the end.
This has been an odd season feeling because last season had this kind of a feeling to it a little bit, but I think with the smaller teams, it didn't feel as big. But I mean, in the seasons before you were with us, Captain Jack, back in seasons 2 and 3 when we were playing, oh my goodness, I don't even know how many months of regular seasons and postseasons. It seemed to just drag on forever. Last season seemed to go by pretty quick, but this one, I don't know what it is about it, if it's just that I've been able to focus on Tranquility a whole lot more with all us being inside, but it's felt like a really long but rewarding season in a way. Like, I don't really want it to be over. It's been so much fun to watch teams playing really whatever they want. There hasn't been that dominant thing, so it's not like we're bored and have to cast double shields every week. And I really don't want it to end, but at the same time, I think that's the beauty of it. You don't want things to go on forever like that, because then you don't get to look back and see how great they were or compared to other stuff. So sad to see it go, but happy to watch it leave. Maybe.
Absolutely. All right. Well, a lot of people getting in their giveaway points.
It doesn't do anything. There's no giveaways.
I'm not for certain why people are doing that. That's literally gonna stay there until we start season
February.
6.
It's like until March maybe.
not exactly for certain what y'all are looking to do there, but we don't. It doesn't look like we're getting any MVPs from the chat tonight. So thank you all so much for watching. We greatly appreciate y'all being here with us. Again, hit the heart. Punch the bell, hit the sub if you haven't and yet to be able to donate to this community. Join our Discord, link below the stream. If you're on a desktop, you can join our Discord, be a part of our community. So many people have been joining up, getting ready for season 6, but season 6 actually isn't the first thing that's going to be coming up. We have some off-season tournaments that we're going to be doing, just a couple day long kind of things, and some fun kind of tournaments, some Goats Row tournaments, some random meta tournaments. Going to be a lot of fun, so be sure to check all that action out. Thank you so much to our All-Stars for joining us. For Booth, filling in on production tonight. It has been quite a night. Thank you so much for joining us here at OW Tranquility. My name's Captain Jack, and we'll see y'all next time.
Free like the wind. Infinity is covered white. Life is boring.